But the advice isn't even one size fit all. You could go to two young guys, and you could go like, if you don't take risks now and get your life together, you're gonna be fucked when you're an old man. And one guy would be like, shit, and get his ass in gear and go do something, take a bunch of risks, throw a bunch of stuff at the board till something sticks, and then find success. Another guy that could be like cripplingly fucking anxiety driving and not even what he was supposed to do. Welcome, modern day mystics, fellow truth seekers, James and Justin, back at it again. In this video, we're going to do a reaction to a famous Joe Rogan clip. This one is all over the shorts, and you recommended this to me because I think it's applicable.
I didn't recommend it, but I just happened upon it, and I just sent it to you. I sent you a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And I was like, this is a good one. We should probably have done this a while ago. This one is called Living a Life of Quiet Desperation. Famous quote.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Well, it's like the Pink Floyd line, living life of quiet desperation. I mean, that just terrifies
Well, that's Thoreau's quote, that most men live lives of quiet desperation. It's one of my favorite quotes ever because it's true. And I've been that guy.
Oh my God.
You're just in this world where you just can't wait to just run away.
And how do people get stuck there? How do you think they get stuck there?
Bills.
Bills, like financial bills?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Bills and commitment. You have an apartment you have to pay for. You have a car you leased. You have a wife that you have to feed. You have a child you have to raise. You have to. You have your mortgage. You have your this. You have your that. And that's where it all comes from.
And then you're trapped. Yeah. Well, he says right there, I've been that guy. I feel like pretty much everybody, other than like some 1%. Unless you're Joe Rogan, everyone's like, hey, that's me. Right. on some level, right? Right. It's definitely relatable. But here's the thing. I think it can be misguiding. It's almost like he's making it sound a little bit like those are, there's something negative about those. There's not anything necessarily negative about those responsibilities.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? But I think we should finish watching the whole thing. Thoughts on it.
Where do you think opportunity plays into that?
Well, the opportunity takes place usually when you're young and you don't have any responsibility. That's when you have your options. Well, your options are severely limited the more you gather responsibilities. Like if I had to, as a 51-year-old father of 3, married man, pays taxes, has a house and a mortgage and a business and all that jazz. If I had to quit everything now and struggle the way I struggled as a stand-up comedian, it would never work. But the only way I could be this person now is if I took that chance when I was 21, when I was dead broke and had my cars repossessed and all that stuff. That's the only way you ever get where you want to go. You have to take a path that's dangerous, and most people want to take the safe path. And the safe path leaves you stuck in quiet desperation almost every time. It's hell. It's hell. You're selling insurance or some other shit that you care zero about.
But can people just make that change? I mean,
yes,
look,
you can,
I believe they
but
can.
you have to plan it out. The way you can change is you have to put aside enough money to give yourself a window. And then you have to have a plan. And you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever shit job you do planning your escape. And you have to come to the realization very clearly that you fucked up and you got yourself stuck. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it. And whether it is you're trying to be an author and if you're gonna try to be an author and you're working 8 hours a day plus commuting plus family responsibilities or whatever else you have, whatever time that you have to attack like you're trying to save the world.
I don't know how long this thing is, but there's like a bunch of things I wanted to say.
So
I didn't know it was going to be this long. You hear about people like Charles Bukowski, who I think took a job. He was an aspiring writer, and he took a job as like some kind of postal delivery person or something like that. It's a job that offered him enough time out of work so that he could do what he loved. Now, I can imagine that there's a lot of people. I've known people that have like some position with a company and like they love it. The people they work with are like their family. I don't think it's fair to say that everybody who's got some not lavish life is living in quiet desperation. but it speaks to a certain type of person who's got like a drive or a burning desire in them to do more with their life than they have.
Yes.
You know, I don't think you need to get all crazy about it and be like, make some extreme change because you think you might be one of these quiet desperation people. It's like, I don't think it's ever leaves your, very rare that you don't have the ability to do something to change your life for the better and chase what you actually want. Does that make sense?
No, it totally makes sense. There's like the baby steps approach. You can do extreme things if you want. I know from my own personal experience, I don't have the option of just being like, oh, I made a few errors, and well, I bet I might as well just abandon all my responsibilities to...
But the advice isn't even one size fit all. You could go to two young guys, and you could go like, if you don't take risks now and get your life together, you're gonna be fucked when you're an old man. And one guy would be like, shit, and get his ass in gear and go do something, take a bunch of risks, throw a bunch of stuff at the board till something sticks, and then find success. Another guy that could be like cripplingly fucking anxiety driving and not even what he was supposed to do. Like it's like there's some good lives out there that don't require extreme measures. I have to assume.
Yes.
But I definitely feel like the quiet desperation guy. I'm totally the type of person that's like, I've left things that were situations that were like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
This is too buttoned down, I can't be around these normies.
I feel like I've been there on like levels, right? I've been like the rock bottom quiet desperation guy before.
Yeah.
And I feel like taking appropriate steps, and this is just from experience now that I'm in my 40s now, of like doing certain things to help you, get out there, to chase your goals and stuff. And it's like one of the things we're literally doing right now on screen. It's like one little baby step, right?
Yeah.
This is something that we love doing, right?
Yeah.
So we work on our weekends and we work late to do this stuff, right?
Yeah, we do work late, and there are times where it feels like a bit kind of a sacrifice. I mean, to be honest, it's pretty damn fun.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. It's like, it's also a little bit of, there are times when either I'm not feeling it or you're not feeling it, and one of us has got to like motivate the other one.
Yes.
That happens, right? So maybe that's part of it, is find a partner to help you get motivated about something, to get out of there.
Yeah.
But I feel like the message is for somebody who's feeling stuck. Sometimes messages cross your path and it's like, it's not where I'm at. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I don't know. I feel like someone, if you were stuck and you heard this message, you'd be like, yeah, man. Like, I don't know.
But don't do that.
Yeah, I would say don't do that.
Get sad.
Get
Believe
inspired.
that if you are trying to become your authentic self, that and you're being considerate of the people around you, it's not. I don't think it's like a bad thing to try to have hopes and dreams.
Yeah. Oh, hell no. Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Wouldn't it be like a toxic bunch of people that were like, "What do you have hopes and dreams?"
Yeah.
It's like, that seems more dangerous than fucking anything.
Yeah. Well, let's get through this, and then I have a couple more things I want to say.
You're trying to save your life. You don't want to drown. That 1.5 hours a day that you have to write, God damn, you better be caffeinated and motivated. You got to go. You got to get after it. And you got to have discipline. Most people don't have those things. Most people don't understand what it's like to really go for something. And to know that the consequences of not doing that are horrific.
Then you're desperate and you're quiet. But I do think there is something to be said for fate and circumstance.
Sure.
And I always write, people in these military environments that I write about and in these intelligence world environments, fate and circumstance plays a big part because they too can even get complacent, Mm-hmm. But when your life is on the line, right, a lot of times they have these experiences where they're like, I must change. And that's what I find really interesting.
So what if you could tap into that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's sometimes the missing element, is it's like, oh, I got time.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't have that attitude of I got time. Like,
Yeah. Well, this is the end of the video, so I'll just turn this off. But to me, I feel like the heart of that message was like, don't give up on your, no matter where you are, don't give up on your dreams.
It was two things. It was inspiring to don't give up on your dreams. And if you don't have any dreams, you can make some dreams.
Yeah.
And two, take it seriously.
Take life seriously?
Well, if you've got a dream, honor that.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, I got a fucking dream.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Well, here's another thing.
Because he mentioned working really hard.
Yeah. Another angle to this might be like, how do people, like, why are people so unaware of this? Why is it that so many get put into this? My first inkling is that I never felt really motivated in school to like hunt down my dreams. It was like, be a good cog. That's what I felt like the education system raised me up to be, was like, be a good cog in the wheel, do your part, and be a part of the system.
Well, yeah.
But that, like, I think you can chase your dreams and do both. I think you can help the system, you can help the community while also chasing your dreams. And maybe we just need to put a little bit more emphasis on, you know, teaching people to chase their dreams.
This message isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, quiet desperation, go chase your dreams. That message isn't for everybody. In fact, we're kind of being a little insensitive to people that are like, oh, must be nice fucking, you know, to just be able to go chase your dream. Like some people, man.
Yeah.
Like especially people you're talking about when you're in school.
Yeah.
When you're a young person in school, you're trying to make connections. You're trying to you have peers. You're a lot's expected of you oftentimes, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't think about bigger things because you're so you're so encaptured by all the stuff going around you in the present. Yeah. It's there's a lot going on. I you know, do you know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Right. But you know, you should you know, if you find yourself at the point where you have successfully you've met all the marks you're supposed to do, and you have some you know, you're at a comfortable place in your life and you're like, yeah, this is comfortable, but you know, it's also a little bit soul sucking because it's my heart's not in this.
Yeah.
Or you know, the I don't think it's worth it for me to have like a stack of bills this high for this fucking house that I'm away from 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know, is it worth it?
Yeah.
And then you got to get in touch with what you really want out of life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all good points. Let us know, guys, down in the comment what you think about this video. And if you liked our video here, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and everybody, until next time, stay spiritual.